Hey guys, Darlington Farm here, just out here in the shop trying to get a prototype turned around today. I got Captain Catface here helping me out today, and yeah, so basically this is what we're doing today. I was given very little direction from the company this is from. I was basically just sent these two parts and told that I need to make this like this. So basically what they wanted was a part like this that's the same dimensions, same 5 sides and everything. That's a dual arm kind of hubby thing like that. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do here. So basically what I did, I sat down at the computer, I drew this guy out in Fusion, just drew myself a hub here, and then drew my sides here. Made them 5-sided to where it's kind of roughly the same, and then exported it as a DXF and sent it to a local shop there in Lebanon called ATP, and they burnt me out some of these in stainless steel here that are pretty close to kind of this other part. Anyway, so yeah, I had them make that, and now I got to go ahead and make the hubs here. Now originally I thought I would just turn this out of a piece of bar stock, and then I basically got smart and decided...
While trying to teach me, he showed me...
Yeah.
Because this turned into this, and it was insane.
Yeah, Captain Catface here is an apprentice machinist, and anyway, yeah, so I got a piece of 304 stainless inch Schedule 80 pipe, and we're going to go ahead and use this guy for the hubs here, because if this guy works, I got to make 180 of them, and I really didn't want to have to bore 180 holes to size.
Don't forget, we found Skelly's cousin.
Yeah, anyway, so basically, what I got to do is stick this in the lathe, turn it down. I think I'm just going to go ahead and basically make the hub here with a little shoulder to where these guys just slide on there. That way it locates it for me. And I also have to bore the diameter of this guy here, which is like 924 thousandths, if I remember correctly. I think it was a metric size. I forget what I looked it up as, but anyway. Yeah, so basically we got to go ahead and true this guy up and bore the diameter. All right, guys, so what I'm doing here is I'm just chucking up a piece of inch Schedule 80 304 pipe in here. I only need 2 of those parts, and they're each about 620 thousandths a piece. So we'll go ahead and just face off maybe about 1.5 inches, 2 inches, something like that. And we'll just go ahead and do 2 inches out of the jaws, I think. Make sure this guy's good and tight. I need to buy another chuck for my lathe here. I just have this 3-jaw centered up in my 4-jaw here, and I already verified a while ago that it was centered on the chuck, so we'll just go ahead and do it like this. So what I didn't realize here was just how big a hole it took to get my little boring bar in. I've never had to bore a hole that small with it before. So anyway, yeah, so basically the ID of this pipe is not big enough to fit my whole boring bar in. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is run a 63/64 drill bit in here, which goes just about 20 thousandths under my target diameter for the ID of the hole, and I'm pretty sure it's 63/64, so I figured it out as. Yeah, 63/64, so we're gonna go ahead and drill it, And then we'll go ahead and come in and clean up the hole there with the boring bar, which should give us a nice, you know, finish on the inside there. Alright, so basically, was having some issues boring this guy here. The 63/64 just works out perfect. I was able to get my boring bar in there now. I got about another 20 thousandths to go, but the problem I was having is I just bought this drill chuck and taper adapter off eBay, and it's a Jacobs chuck. But anyway, my tailstock doesn't have a tang. I don't know if you've ever seen one of these guys here, but so most of the time that tang on the back there is what actually keeps the chuck from spinning. However, the Lodge and Shipley's here don't have a tang that engages in the back, so it just relies entirely on the taper here. And I had to take this over to the belt grinder and clean it up a bit because it didn't want to seat in there for some reason. But anyway, yeah, so got that taken care of, and we were able to drill this guy okay.
Daddy's probably gonna edit out the part we were just doing and make it like a time lapse, but it was really, really, really loud.
Yeah, we were getting some chattering there. I had some problems when I initially went in there because anytime I would go in, the chuck, the Morse taper there would go ahead and spin, and I was worried about messing up the socket on my tailstock for it. So anyway, yeah, we got it in there, and now we'll go ahead and use the boring bar and take off about another 20 thousandths or so. Alright, so our target for this is about 986. I mean, this is not high revolution, fast-paced anything or other, but we're at about 987. Something like that, 986, 980, yeah, we're about 987, which is just about perfect. Because this plastic guy I'm measuring off of here is pretty far out around, because there's two set screws right here and right here, and so if I measure this way, I'm real loose with the gauge, and if I measure this way, I'm real tight with the gauge. So I would rather have this guy a little loose, since I know that this isn't going real fast, where we got a nice fit in there. I think I'm real happy with that.
Sorry.
Captain Catface here just farted, and it's really nasty.
Actually, I farted the take before this.
Oh, okay. Well, it's still really nasty out here. Okay.
I had peanut butter, that's the problem.
Okay, yeah, so Captain Catface had peanut butter farts, and I'm totally putting this in the video. When you're a teenager, you're gonna have to watch this.
I don't care.
Yeah, I know you don't. All right,